From UFOs to ghost and psychic powers, history is riddled with unexplained events. You can turn back now and learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts. Conspiracy theorists are everywhere. Whether the topic is JFK, Roswell, or anything in between, odds are that someone won't accept the official story. And that's only the beginning. Around the globe, tens of thousands of people claim to be eyewitnesses to abductions by things like reptilian aliens, the Illuminati, or angels. The truth, these people say, can no longer be ignored. Of course, their own versions of the truth usually differ. While the mainstream typically ignores these claims, it's no secret that world governments have taken some events quite seriously. Whether they're trying to make psychic spies or track unidentified flying objects, governments have a history of trying to hunt down the truth behind the bizarre sightings and events reported each year. But some people believe these investigations are more than cover-up attempts or fringe science. They think the world governments might be planning a supernatural event of their own. Here's where it gets crazy. In his 1994 book Project Bluebeam, journalist Serge Monast writes that NASA and other government agencies have been working in secret since 1983 on something called Project Bluebeam. The purpose? To pave the way for a global government by fooling people into thinking it's the end of the world. Here's how it works according to Mr. Monast. First, the group will fake an alien invasion, convincing the world that aliens are planning to take over major cities across the globe. Second, religious populations will be treated to a rapture or fulfillment of their religion's prophecies. This will all be a sham, conducted through the use of large-scale holograms and microchips hidden within most modern electronics. Once the various nations of the world topple under the massive civic unrest and panic, the New World Order will assert itself and the people of the world, desperate for any sort of authority, will accept its rule. Mr. Monast doesn't stop there. He also believes that NASA will use low-frequency electromagnetic waves to communicate telepathically, and that the New World Order will phase out cash. And he's not the only one who believes this. Skeptics have several issues with this conspiracy theory. First and foremost, what type of technology would be needed to inundate the world with realistic visions of aliens and messiahs? How could this technology be manufactured in secret? Second, could governments across the world really cooperate and coordinate closely enough to pull off this massive con? Most importantly, where's the evidence? Extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof, after all. We do know that the US government briefly entertained the idea of using a hologram in Iraq. US Air Force planners brainstorming on the best way to achieve a bloodless coup in Iraq proposed creating a giant hologram that would appear to be Allah, commanding Iraqis to overthrow Saddam Hussein. This plan was never implemented. So where does this leave Project Bluebeam? Without hard evidence, skeptics dismiss Bluebeam as a crackpot theory. Would Mr. Monast have written a new book with this much-needed proof to validate his claims? We will never know. He died in 1996. The official cause of death was listed as a heart attack.